an exclusive video. For the first time, you'll see the man who is deaf, beaten and tasered by Phoenix police, give his side of the story. He's being recorded by officers inside the hospital right after that violent arrest. ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing broke the story.
And tonight, Dave's back with several new videos that reveal a lot more about what happened.
This case is a messy one for Phoenix police. It's got the nation's attention. It's under internal investigation. It happened after the DOJ's investigation, and there's going to be a lawsuit. And the new video you're about to see will play a role in all of it. By now, you and millions of others have seen this video of this violent arrest. Officers jumping out of their cars, then punching and tasering Tyrone McAlpin. What you haven't seen is this video, taken 90 minutes later, showing Tyrone in the hospital. This is not a police interview, but officers are recording him. It shows a doctor or nurse asking Tyrone about his injuries.
My face. The left side of your face? Okay. Were you punched? Did you hit your head on the ground? How did your face get injured?
Tyrone is signing at this monitor. On the screen, there's an interpreter.
The officers took me down. I guess I was sitting on my face, and I told them I was kind of giving it to my ears, like, hey, I can't hear, pointing to my ears. I was just trying to show some gesture. And then the cops, and that's the cops that grabbed me, so I was trying to show, like, hey, I can't hear, pointing to my ears, and they stopped and they grabbed me. Okay.
Again, that's from Tyrone right after the arrest.
So he was trying to point, they barking commands, and he was trying to point to his ears to sound, I'm deaf, and he couldn't, and then he grabbed his hands. I guess as a deaf man, if somebody grab your hands, that's like somebody putting duct tape over your mouth, right? You can't even communicate no more. It's like they took your communication away.
Before he's ever spoken to a lawyer, and to repeat, he says he raised his arms, tried to point to his ears, but officers grabbed him too quickly.
I was trying to tell them that I was
damn, they popped out on him.
Do you have any health problems or disabilities aside?
You see those officers sitting there twiddling his pen, probably thinking, oh my God, we fucked up. Holy shit.
From being deaf?
Tyrone and his attorneys say he also has cerebral palsy.
So back when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I used to walk with a walker. Okay. And I had braces on both of my legs. Did you pass out? With the taser.
Tyrone told the medical worker he had trouble seeing out of his left eye, plus neck pain, chest pain, trouble breathing, and when moving to lift his shirt, he yelped in pain. Now, we also got more body camera video that explains a lot more about what officers knew before and after the arrest.
Yeah, I felt that yelp. That was visceral. That was a yelp. Holy shit.
A lot more about. Now, we also got neck pain, chest pain, trouble breathing, and when moving to lift his shirt, he yelped in pain. Now, we also got more body camera video that explains a lot more about what officers knew before and after the arrest. So let's start at the very beginning. This never-before-seen footage shows what the first officer was told, heading to a trespassing/fight call from workers at a Circle K.
Aggressor, white female? Woo! I wonder what he said. What the hell did he say? And that's a joke, by the way, body camera. It's a joke.
10 times, they wouldn't have even. That looks bad as hell. I'm glad he said it's a joke, but still, that's internally, you know, that looked bad. So that's either it was a real joke or he said it and then he thought about, holy shit, my body cam came. We just got a call. They're going to look at this. We don't know what's going to happen. Because it said the white female was the aggressor. The female is aggressor. White female.
Joke. I give you permission to laugh at the joke.
The officer joking with his own body camera is Officer Ben Harris. As he drives, dispatch clarifies the aggressor is actually a white man, something Officer Harris repeats to himself.
White male, 20s, gray shirt, blue shorts.
White male. So dispatch already get him confused. We just know they white. Is a white male or female. They damn sure ain't a black deaf man. White male.
White male, 20s, gray shirt.
Over and over again.
Blue shorts.
Officer Harris then arrives and goes into the store.
Do you need him to leave?
Yeah, I don't want to come out.
The man claims he was assaulted by multiple people, and outside he points across the street. That's where Tyrone is walking.
You're alleging he assaulted you. Do you want him to go to jail?
Yes, he put his hands on me. I felt violent, and he was pushing me outside the door, and he was standing outside the door opening it, saying,
Why don't you wait here for me?
Harris conducts no follow-up with store employees.
Hey, buddy, stop where you're at.
Now, we've shown what happens next plenty of times. We're not going to play it all in this report.
Apparently he's deaf, so signs, so I don't know.
So let's get to what happens after Tyrone is.
So he just went over there and grabbed. Did that dude tell him like a description?
he put his hands on me. I felt violent, and he was pushing me outside the door, and he was standing outside the door opening it, saying,
Why don't you wait here for me?
Harris conducts no follow-up with store employees.
He didn't give him a description, did he? Or am I missing something? Did that guy give the cop a description of any man, or did the cop just go over there and grab him? He said like it's a little black guy wearing all black, short. He just grabbed the first black dude.
Stop where you're at.
Now, we've shown what happens next plenty of times.
Yeah, you can't do that as Americans. We would have been rolling. If this was me, and I'm not even aggressive like that, but if somebody just, you can't as a cop, we see it all the time sometimes, where cops just like grab somebody. Like, your reaction is to move. Like, and then they like, no, you resisted. Like, you got to say something. And he couldn't even hear here. He didn't even think for a second that this guy was deaf. He just thought he heard him say stop, and then he wasn't stopping. Boom, there you go. 9 out of 10 times, nobody would argue with the cop. They were like, you heard him say, hold on. And he didn't even run or take off or anything. That's the weird part. I can see if he like said stop, and he like even backed up. This dude is like, I don't even hear you. Like, he don't even know he's talking to him. And it's a cop, so he's not worried probably.
Now, we've shown what happens next plenty of times. We're not going to play it all in this report.
Apparently he's deaf, so signs, so I don't know.
So let's get to what happens after Tyrone is arrested. As other officers investigate, they continue to learn that what this guy claimed was false. In fact, back at the store, Circle K employees say he also got into a fight the night before with someone else.
He got into it with somebody in the parking lot.
The white dude.
The white dude got into it with somebody in the
Okay.
parking lot. That person hit him in the face and busted his face open. So he bled. The one that made the complaint today.
Yeah, because we could see when she showed up, you could see the blood on his clothes.
Okay, that was from last night.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, because the one with the black guy today.
Oh, the dude was wearing the same clothes, so he figured, oh, he got blood on him. It must be from this altercation. Not that he's homeless and probably don't got nothing else to wear, and he's wearing the same stuff even if it got blood on it.
They didn't even fight. I don't even think that he threw a punch.
They were doing the boxing stuff, yeah.
But they never did make contact.
He's saying boxing stuff. The guy got cerebral palsy. Like, I guess if you think it's fucked, damn, that's kind of fucked up. But he can't do nothing but the boxing stuff when he's signing. The dude is signing. It looks like boxing shit, and probably the guy was like, oh, that's crazy. This is the chances of this all happening like this is crazy. 1 in a million, but we seeing it.
That they didn't. I'm telling you, we were all standing right here. The guy told him to leave. Like, we were telling him to leave, the white guy wouldn't listen at all.
Right. That's what she was telling me.
Wouldn't listen. So then the black guy was like, hey man, leave.
This employee clarified Tyrone was actually motioning at the guy to leave.
Yeah.
She was to leave with his hands because he cannot talk.
Workers say people at the store know Tyrone. He lives nearby and comes often.
So he got cerebral palsy, he deaf, but he was still trying to stand up for these women. He was doing the right thing, it seems like, so far.
Stands at the door and opens the doors for people. Got here, the black guy was here opening doors for everybody.
And that's his usual routine.
Yeah, he does that every day. Yeah.
Now, there's one more clip we want to show you. It's from Officer Ben Harris. Again, he's the first officer to go after Tyrone. At the scene, when describing the force he used on Tyrone, he says this.
Any strikes?
Oh, yeah, head strikes. That's what broke my hand.
Head strike.
That's different from what he said in court under oath when testifying to get criminal charges against Tyrone.
At one point, when I was trying to regain control of his arm, following his initial punch swings, it appears as though when I went to grab his arm, these fingers became jammed in his forearm and bent over all the way to my palm. As
I don't know if this guy if he's joking again or not. Like the first time he joked with the body cam, I want to know if he's still joking or not.
Demonstrated like this.
After we broke the story, the Maricopa County Attorney's Office reversed course and dismissed the criminal charges against Tyrone. And in the coming days, his attorneys tell us they plan to file a notice of claim. That's basically the first step in a lawsuit. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.
That's crazy.
Any strikes?
Oh yeah, head strikes. That's what broke my hand.
I think now trying to just judge the officer's frame of mind, I'm thinking he probably, like, he was playing, right, the joke, like, I wonder what he said to her, and he was joking. Maybe he was joking again. Oh, yeah, lots of them. I mean, but then you can't really fucking joke because it's an EMT asking you what happened, so it's not a joke, right? It's oh, yeah, but if you rewind it, and you think that this guy just assaulted this man, assaulted a woman, and then now he's running from you even though you told him to stop, right? You think, oh, you justify, like, oh yeah, he was swinging on me. But it turns out he was the helpful one. He has cerebral palsy. He's deaf. The man lied, and the blood on his shirt was because the previous day before he was in an altercation with somebody at the same store, and he busted him up, and he had blood on him, and he didn't even change his shirt. Then the officer get in court, and then he like, oh shit, by the time he know in court, I got to explain this a different way. And no way does he ever think it's going to be this big that it's going to be on Arizona 15, ABC 15, Arizona.
Head strike.
That's different from what he said in court.
Then he gets in court.
These fingers became jammed in his forearm and bent over all the way to my palm.
So now it hit his forearm and became jammed. When at first it was because he was chopping him like he deserved. Damn, this officer going down. They probably gonna end up letting him retire. You know how they let officers retire and then they go away and that's terrible. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dweller. This is that dude needs to be paid. He ain't never got to work again for the rest of his life. He might have been homeless too, and he comes there every day, opens the door for everybody and go. That officer should have went right back inside once he said that. But I think it must have been he seen the blood on this dude. It must. Let me go. He must have seen blood on this dude or something.
Yes, he put his hands on me. I felt violent, and he was pushing me outside the door.
That's a Freudian slip. He put his hands on me. I felt violent. Not I felt violated. He said I felt violent. Yeah, he was violent yesterday to somebody and felt violent today, and they told his ass to get out. I don't see no blood.
And he was standing outside the door opening it saying,
Why don't you wait here for me?
Harris conducts no follow.
Or maybe it's two cops cars here, so maybe he in one, he said, let me go get that while this guy is staying here. But this guy is learning all the information, this cop, and this guy is making a career-ending decision. That's crazy, man. You just got to take your time when you're a cop. You just cannot get out jumping out on people, just grabbing people. You just cannot do that. You got to make it clear. If he would have said, hey, if he would have said one more time, hey, stop, and the guy would have signed, like he dropped out and jumped on that dude, and the first thing the dude went to do was point to his ear, and he can't. He's like, oh, that's boxing. He's trying to box me, Mike. That ear more, he do this, and he's like, oh, you trying to hit me? Like, damn. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dweller. That shit crazy.